Did you know, students of the light, Christologists, and metaphysicians, did you know that everything around you, in you, within the planet, all life is energy? I mean, everything is energetic. Everything is energetic connections. Everything is energetic interactions. So even though we're in the physical body, which by the way is energy, but it's another topic for another time to discuss the atom and what they've discovered about atoms, atom, atom. Uh, like, for instance, I have a saying. Jesus Christ. I have a saying. Words lie. Energy never lies. And that's why I said if you become empathic, intuitive, develop in, spiritual discernment, and learn, and you can start to feel and then read energy, you'll know the truth of things, especially as it comes to people and animals and the food that you're eating. So, like for instance, today is it's a cloudy day. Actually, I'm sitting in a light drizzle. This has an energy and a frequency about it. Actually, a clean, cleansing frequency. It's neither good nor bad. It's simply what I choose to be in right now, given the situation. I could be indoors, where it's warm, where it's not wet, breathing in the house air. Or I could be outdoors like I am right now, like I am almost every day, unless it's really torrential downpour or some fire or something crazy going on. I'm usually outside because of that vibration and that frequency. I've already grounded, yes, in the wet grass. And I learned like a post rain or light rain is a powerful thing by going to Hawaii, because it usually rains once a day in Hawaii and most of the islands. Last island I went to was in Turtle Bay, Oahu. Yeah, usually about 3 or 4 o'clock, there'll be a rain. Yeah, last 5-10 minutes. Everybody's running away. I'm sitting there at poolside or I'm at the beach. Everybody's running out of the rain. I'm like, complete idiots. Number one, the rain's gonna stop. Number two, it's actually healthy to be out in rainwater. Number three, it brings a certain energy, frequency, and vibration that is healthy. But we've learned to live so outside of nature itself that it's, pathetic. And therefore we're eating outside of nature, and therefore we're eating and we have a poor relationship with food that is outside of the proper human genetic diet. And see, there's a coding for that, because food is a code, food is information. And if you're eating the wrong foods, and I've talked about that, so and to summarize about what I'm saying about energy and frequency and vibration, so you can read people quite easily. And just because you read them doesn't mean that you pass judgment on them. You just understand the nature of that energy, and so you know what you're dealing with, or who you're dealing with. Actually, yeah, what you're dealing with is more precise. It doesn't matter what comes out of their mouths. Their body language, their eyes, their energy, not what they say, but how they say it. All of that adds up to an energy and a frequency. There is an energy about the truth. There's an energy about lies. They feel different. They are different. There is an energy about those people who are serious, and there's an energy about those who are not. There's an energy about those that are game playing, and it just takes a little time and practice to get your third eye complex, optic chiasm, thalamus, hypothalamus, king, pineal, and queen pituitary, all rocking and rolling in vibration. That's why I told you to start humming to your favorite bass line. Pick out the bass frequency, those low energy frequencies, rattle that pineal gland and really rattle that third eye complex, and starts to get it to vibrate. See, everybody thinks the higher the vibration, the better it is. No. We are metaphysicians. We use what is at our disposal. What is intelligent spiritual intuition tell you? And what does your own experience tell you? Low energy frequency, especially bass, will move that pineal gland into action. And again, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. And so, all of this has been preparation. I've given you pretty much all the elements that you need for health and healing. Of course, I'll revisit some of these things as more information or newer research comes out. But I said that most of you, the majority of you watching the video today, because you don't take things seriously, will die of a pro-inflammatory condition. Inflammation is the killer, but we've got to step back and understand what triggers the inflammation in the first place. I've gone through that. I've gone through the 4 horsemen of the nutritional apocalypse. I've gone through insulin resistance. I've gone through non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I have gone through vegetable oil and what it does. I've gone through oxidation. I've gone through a lack of DNA repair, which is your code repair. I've gone through cycles, seasons, timing. So now I'm going to start focusing much more on energy, frequency, and vibration. How to use it, how to recognize it, how to discern it, and how to use meditation to stay neutral or 0 point as much as possible. And I'll be talking a lot more about the synergy cell, which is your internal energy cell, and how to keep that topped off. One of the things that keeps my synergy cell topped off, and it's just naturally that it happens with me, is laughter. I'm talking about real deep down laughter. Again, another an energy, a frequency, and a vibration that is wholly positive. And what I'm seeing is too many people being serious about everything because they have not been able to take a step back and up the mountain so they can get a better viewpoint. And so that better viewpoint is an expanded consciousness, which allows you to see the game, this holographic video game of the Matrix, from a different perspective, and then things become quite hilarious. You become hilarious to yourself as you begin to expand. But you got to, and as you add energy, and as you begin to expand your energy and your awareness and your self awareness, you're going to find people uh, responding differently to you. So expect that too. Also expect that there'll be, as you move up this frequency ladder, there's less and less and less people that you can really communicate with on a deep level. It's just the nature of things. The majority are not on a path to create energy, to utilize that energy and that frequency creatively with directed willpower and intent to create a result that requires them to take action. So we got a lot of ideas, we got a lot of creativity, but you must have that willpower, that and your energy state has to be topped off enough to propel you over that bridge from knowledge to action, repeated action, until you develop that wisdom. Wisdom, knowledge, and overstanding with a sense of purpose. So just realize that what I've been preparing you for is to understand the nature of being outdoors, of grounding, of frequency, of retuning yourself, of getting yourself healthy, of not eating the crap. I mean, if I gave like somebody that knew nothing like a 10-year-old, 12-year-old nutritional information, I would say one thing: stop drinking the sugar waters and eat real food. Anything in a package, don't eat it. I'm talking about a plastic wrap. Just don't eat it. If it has the word candy in it, don't eat it. High fructose corn syrup, don't eat it. So I would tell them, because most of them don't have metabolic dysregulation, at least not at that age, just eat real food. But see, parents, you got to make sure that your kids eat real food. And which means you yourself have to be eating real food. So the challenge is today, continue to ground, continue to get sunlight appropriately based on what your discernment and intelligent spirit intuition is telling you you need. But we all need it, because you cannot get active vitamin D without it, which is really a hormone, as I have stated before. I probably should make another video. I'll probably do one on Instagram and post it. The importance of vitamin D and what vitamin D is involved in. Man, it's more than just calcium regulation. Man, there's immune system regulation. There's gut regulation. There is liver interactions. Vitamin D is involved in so much. It's mind-blowing, and it should not be called the vitamin, but of course they do, because they knew that it treated a calcium deficiency thing called, or disorder called rickets. So they gave it the term vitamin. But yeah, it's cholecalciferol 3 in an activated form. Anything with an all is a cholesterol base, which is the majority of your hormones are cholesterol based, just like vitamin D is cholesterol based. And if you looked at the structure of vitamin D, you would see it's cholesterol with a few little adjustments to it. All right, so yeah, and the two killers of today, in today's world, slight edge to cardiovascular disease, which is what? Inflammation of your coronary arteries, and the cascade that goes along with that inflammation due to what? Sugar, starchy carbohydrates, insulin resistance, elevated insulin will We've already covered it. Not going through it again. And cancer, toxicity, lack of hydration. What do they say about most of these disorders? They have an emotional root to them. And if you do not dig out the emotional root and put it in a functional emotional management system, and all of you have some kind of an addiction issue, which is fine. You have to realize it, you have to be self-aware of it, and then you have to begin to fix it. And some of you are addicted to low energy, low emotional states. Some of you are, I'm not even going to go into addiction. It's probably, again, another video for another time. I'll do one on addiction as well. So I'll do one on vitamin D. I'll do one on the nature of addiction, how to diagnose addiction, what the approaches are to addiction. But let's say we got sugar addiction, because sugar is the #1 drug of the world. I would just say to most of you, stop drinking sugary drinks, including vegetable juice. Fruit juices. Just stop all sugary drinks. That's one stage. And so you can deal with addiction cold turkey, or you can deal with it in stages. But you have to understand the addiction is never positive. There's nothing positive about addiction. The very nature of addiction is self-destructive rather than self-constructive. So that's where we're going. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Breathing exercises, pranayama, qigong, grounding, sunlight, adjusting of the diet, health, moving the body, call it exercise. And all under the umbrella of super discipline. You have to be super disciplined and super motivated to be on the metaphysical path. It does not care about your intentions as so much as your willingness to do the work. And then you will be rewarded. So I will see you next time. This is kind of a bridge video, and I'm going to spend much more time dealing with this energy and frequency and third eye and metaphysical issues as I had planned to do. But there's, one of the things I realized there's no reason to start putting energy in and trying to push your frequency up and expand consciousness if your body's a complete mess. It's not going to work. Matter of fact, it actually could have negative consequences. And if you have a lot of entangled, twisted emotional issues, it's not going to work. So we're going to untangle emotional issues, get the body fairly healthy before you can really start to hold on to this energy, develop this energy, and then utilize the energy as currency to manifest, but also to expand your thinking, expand your consciousness, so you can see things from a different perspective. And the higher the perspective you see things from, the easier it is to play this video game until you've actually mastered the game. All right. Until next time, use your energy, your frequency and vibration wisely.